There we go.
Shouldn't have to be like that because I'm trying to be nice and educate you. So now we can or if you don't try, you won't be. That's not
The less you say, the better, bro. Fifth Amendment right, bro. The less you speak, the less you say is better for you, Pop. So don't. They're doing their jobs. Their jobs is to get anything in that, to their investigation. So the less you say, the less you incriminate yourself. So let them do what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? And I got you right here. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's right though. If it's you run a stop sign on a bicycle, it's a traffic infraction. That's the truth. He ain't lying about that. No. That's the truth. If you run a red light, you run a light or anything on a bicycle, you have to follow and obey the laws as a car, bro. When you're on a bicycle. He's 100% right about that. You know what I mean? But if you walking down the road or whatever, and he feels like asking you for ID, no.
That's what I feel like.
He has to have reasonable, articulable suspicion.
The other guy that was in a bike did not stab me.
You know, but because you did what you did, it gave him the open door. No, you're right. But sometimes you listen, absent-minded of the law and that is not an excuse. You got to educate yourself, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was on my way.
You got to educate yourself. And especially in different states. You know?
I'm over here trying to tell them that child support is illegal and that's a tax fraud.
Yeah, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Bro, I'm still paying child support, Papi. You good?
And also, you guys are,
You know?
are a fraud too because like it's a whole bunch of shit. But I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'll be damned if I was like cleaning pools and somebody tell me I can't clean the pool, but that's y'all. I don't want to make it even worse.
Nah, you Gucci though. But just remember this, bro. You have a Fifth Amendment right not to say anything else. The less you say, the better it helps you. The more you say, the more you incriminate yourself. So the best thing for you to do in that is, just zip it because they're not your buddies, they're not your friend. They're here to police and do their job and keep a community safe. And that I appreciate. You know what I mean? I always appreciate that. Because they have it hard too, bro.
I bet.
You know, they have it hard too. And not everybody's a good guy. You know what I mean? And they have a tough job to do. So I respect them on their job. You know, they're civil servants and they don't have to take a job like this, bro. They really don't. They could go into the private sector and make more money. But they serve the public, so I respect that. Because this old man and shit can't fight no more like he used to. You know what I mean? So I need to, I got to call them and ask for help when I need it, though. You know what I mean? But so long as they do their job the right way, I'm good. You know what I mean? 56 years on this planet, bro. I've seen a lot of policing. You know what I mean? But so long as your shit come back right, you should be Gucci. See, I heard the whoop whoop, and that's why I came out. I was like, yo, what's this?
It's dumb because they got somebody, they don't even know if their electric bike is actually legal because you need a license for that. But they rather fuck with somebody who don't got nothing. They're like, oh, you right. No, it's the way I looked at him. So I look at him crazy. So what he did was, look, this nigga thinks he's tough. Let me go get my badge and pull him over. Trust me.
Trust me, once you give them a reason to pull you over, they're going to pull you over. Even if it's an infraction. You know, so, sometimes you got to, walk on eggshells. But you be all right.
the type of energy that you won't have without that. But I know I take my shit from the office that
You know, this is in front of my house, my peeps. You know. So I'm making sure that, you know, because the car's right there. I don't want nobody smashing up on my car and shit, you know.
No, it's not. This is something that I cannot go to jail for. I cannot go to jail for this. I can go to jail for killing somebody, but I can't go to jail for running a shop. Now, if my license is suspended and all this other stuff, like, I get that. That makes sense. I'm not going to go, like, you're really here to stop it.
Like I said, bro, the less you say is better, bro.
Dealing with two motherfuckers in my face. That's what I'm dealing with. That's not mine. I don't know y'all. Y'all not my friends. Well, I got two motherfuckers in my face. Like when I'm ready to go. Right there in the car. It was left. But you want to take care of it. You'll see.
This is my first activism. Ain't that something?
You the high school water, dog. You the one who couldn't get on the team. You the one that you up by wearing the color that you wear. Fuck, so I can look at you. I can promote the same people that I love.
We have a life control too.
That's why you are driving.
We get paid there.
Y'all need to control me. That's the job. Why y'all do that?
There you go. That's all. There you go. You have a blessed one, man. You know,
Well, God bless you, though. You a nice one.
like I said, I appreciate y'all. Trust me, I do. I do appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? They did it right. All right, Papi. They did it right. You know, this guy, he was cool. He was all right. He did his shit. Then he de-escalated. He got escalated and everything, but then he de-escalated. He did everything. All right. So, all right, my peeps, you know, just like my man Eli said, shit, you know, you got to watch them and shit do their job, you know. If not, that Latino would have ended up getting his shit. Yeah. You know?